Welcome back to the Tradesman Garage. I'm Justin. Today we're going to make air filters or air filter fans out of 20-inch box fans, a 2x4 sheet of plywood, 3/4 of an inch, and just a couple of cheap little air filters to slide in and out. I'll show you how we do it right here. So we start out with cutting down a 2-foot by 4-foot piece of plywood. You can use 3/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch. It really does not matter. The first 3 cuts are going to be 9.5 inches wide, followed by 1 rip cut that is 3 inches wide, with 3 cuts then cut down to 2 inches wide, and then we'll finish it off with 9 1-inch strips. These are going to be used to hold the filters into place. Once you've got all the pieces ripped down to the correct width, we're going to cut them now to our length. For the top and bottom pieces of my fan, I'm cutting it to 20.5 inches. And the side panel, I will cut that to 22 inches, as well as the 3-inch wide piece that we cut earlier. That itself will be 22 inches. I attach everything together with Titebond 3 wood glue and some brad nails. I'm using 1.25 inch brad nails. And the fastest method I found here was to do the bottom bracket and then do the top bracket and then finish it up with the bigger, wider side bracket. And then pretty much just fit all the little strippings in after you've got at least 2 of the side walls put into place. I then brad nailed the 2-inch wide pieces, 1 to each corner and 1 in the middle. That will hold the front filter into place. And then I began painting. And this is no special paint. This was just something I found at Lowe's that was a return. It seemed like a pretty cool color, and I ended up using this throughout the entire shop. So trying to keep the color match the same, I said why not do it to my fan boxes as well. Pretty soon I'll be doing a shop tour video. That'll be in the coming weeks here, as well as a review on my brand new DEWALT table saw, so stay tuned for that. Once that dried, I came back and started using some Polycrylic by Minwax. It's an interior clear coat finish. I only put 1 coat on because it's not going to get a lot of traffic. I'm not going to be touching it a lot. I just wanted something to protect it to where I could brush it off to get any dust and any particles off of it with ease without, discoloring the paint. So once it was dried, I dry fit the fan to see how well it fit, and it turned out it looked pretty good. Again, this is a 20-inch box fan. It's pretty much your standard one that you can get at any hardware store or box store or like a Walmart. So I found out where I wanted it in the shop and ran my nice nifty little wiring harness there. Temporary at best right now, but you deal with what you got. Moved my first fan over and then tested it out. Now these things are loud and they do push a lot of air, but with 1 filter on, you don't lose too much airflow. You have a lot coming out the front. Now when we bump and put a second filter in the front, you do lose a little bit of flow, but not that much. Yeah, it's blowing. But again, I'm only going to run 1 of my filters like this because I want one to take the majority of the dust and then the other one basically to push the clean air through. This is what it sounds like with 1 on. Let's put the secondary one on as well. So it's a little bit louder. It's not really that bad, especially when you're using saws, dust collection, the whole 9. You're not going to be able to hear much anyhow. And I also run a secondary oscillating fan that sits on the ground. So there's a lot of air moving in here just because I don't have an AC unit and it is extremely humid. But these 2 little guys really do the help. They really do help. I put 1 filter in the front on one of them and then 2 filters on the others. By the front, I mean where the air actually comes into the fan, so the back side. And then for your second one, I kind of just leave this one open. That way it's doing the triple filter here. It's pushing that clean air through the front. So it's going to take the air from this one and go into this one. In the next build, I'm going to have one more that's going to go off to the side. And basically, I want to make a tornado kind of effect for air circulation in the shop. But we'll see that the next time. But hopefully that helped. And yeah, stay tuned.